Okay, so welcome everybody to another fantastic episode. I'm really excited today because I've got one of my favorite people on today. This is Simon Wright. He is the practice lead at Soprasteria. Now, Simon has been working with ServiceNow since the Aspen release. So a huge thank you to you, Simon. Thanks for coming on today.
You're welcome for any time.
Oh, that's amazing. So, Simon, look, for anyone that doesn't know you, doesn't know your background, can you just maybe perhaps start off by talking to us about how you first got introduced to ServiceNow and how you've got to the position you are today?
Yeah, of course. So basically, I was working for East Midlands Ambulance Service, or EMAS if you're local to Nottingham. And I was in there a couple of weeks and I was given a project called ServiceNow. And I was like, okay, what's this? What does it mean? What do we do? And I was told, just research it. That's who we're working with. This is what we're doing. Now, obviously, with ServiceNow, not as advanced as they are now, but in the early days, they were very embryonic. There was very, very little information. So it was a case of me working with the current supplier, which was Fruition Partners then, to basically understand ServiceNow, what it did, how it works, brand new system, it's got an excellent future, etc. So we did that, and then I realised at a very early stage the capabilities of ServiceNow could have and what it could do. So pretty much we built what we needed to do on that. It was really basic: incident, problem, change, knowledge, and a bit of service portal. Really, really basic. That lasted us. We made lots of mistakes because we didn't know how it worked. So the information we got wasn't very good. But basically, we got there in the end. And then pretty much from that, the supplier that I worked with offered me a job to come work for them. I then started working for them. And pretty much I've been in ServiceNow since 2013. It's about 10, 11 years since the late Aspen, early Berlin releases.
Wow, that's incredible. And, obviously you've seen the platform change and develop over time, like from when you first started working with it to what it is today. Like, how do you think it's evolved? What's your thoughts?
Hugely. It's gone stratospheric, I think is the word I'm looking for. I've never known I worked in IT many, many years, and I've never known a platform go from zero to hero very, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. They've realised what can be done, how it can be done, and what's needed within the business world. And they've just brought the right people at the right time. I always say to people at work, it's the right person, right place, right time. And that's what they've done. And they've had the right people in the right place at the right time.
Wow, that's incredible. So that's amazing. And for anyone that's kind of joining the ServiceNow industry now, perhaps like the newbies, the next gen community, what key skills or expertise do you think people that are establishing themselves now in the ServiceNow world should focus on developing to help enhance their careers and stand out? Yeah.
We have something very, very similar where we work. And what I say to the team is basically understand the basics. I always describe to customers that ServiceNow is a house. Yeah. Once you get the foundation of that house built and and you can solidify that foundation, you then basically put on the levels that you need to do, and the roof will never go on because it will always expand. And I say to our guys, look, get the basics, learn how ServiceNow works, understand what it does and how it interacts with each other, common services data model, CMDB, etc. And pretty much once you've done that, you've got that baseline knowledge, you've got the foundations of the house that you want to build, your personal house, then you can start to build things on. So again, it's literally just understanding how it works. We work with people and they don't kind of understand how it works. But once you get them to how it works, it's like, the light bulb moment comes on. Oh, I recognize. Yes, I know what you're on about now. I understand it. And once that's done, they can then say, right, ServiceNow can do this, ServiceNow can do that. And it's the light bulb moment I had many, many years ago that goes, wow, this is the stratospheric, all singing, all dancing ServiceNow that can do what it needs to do. And then obviously what I thought they could do, they've now achieved and gone beyond that.
Wow, that's incredible. And that's the thing, I suppose with ServiceNow, it's always, it's rapidly evolving, right? So there's
Mhm.
new features, there's new updates. So how can people kind of keep up to date with the latest kind of advancements and just make sure that they stay relevant, their
Yeah,
skills?
so obviously there's LinkedIn's really, really good. There's a lot of people. A close friend of mine, Drew Gupta, is a ServiceNow MVP. LinkedIn with absolutely thousands of people on LinkedIn for ServiceNow. It's building up your community, absolutely building up community. I would say 85%, maybe more, of people that I know are all through ServiceNow on LinkedIn, and I've got in excess of 11,000 people I know on LinkedIn, or know or
Wow.
associated with on LinkedIn. So
Yeah.
it's building up your community, knowing who to go to ask the right questions,
Mm.
looking with joining the dev community within ServiceNow, going to the sort of creator con meets, going to the local development meets, building your network. Once you've got that, there is people with such immense knowledge that they will be able to help you to where you get to go. I don't know that there's one person that knows ServiceNow all the way across because it's so big. People have their own specific areas that they know. Once they know that, you say, actually, I want to know about performance analytics. I know I'll speak to Farah because Farah knows about it. You go and speak to you, oh yeah, I've done this, I've done that. And the ideas and the creative juices then start to flow on what you can actually do for the business that you're working or the partner that you're working for.
Yeah, that's incredible. And do you find like the community is quite open? Like if you approach
Oh
somebody
yeah,
on LinkedIn
absolutely,
that
yeah.
you've never met,
It,
yeah.
it's not a closed community where you only speak to a certain amount of people. The community is global, and there's lots of things on LinkedIn that people can join. And there's Chuck Tomasi is coming across from the States very soon to join a dev meetup in London, and Chuck Tomasi is very worldwide known in
Yeah.
service now, and he's coming to London because people know that that community is so important for making and growing ServiceNow as a platform and going above and beyond what we can do, because people are always pushing the envelope, pushing the boundary. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Can we do this? Can we do this? Pretty much, yeah. On ServiceNow, you can pretty much do anything you want to do in relation to building, to integrating with, etc., etc. So get on that community, get to understand the people that's in your network and build your network. Because one day those people will want to help and they will help you.
Yeah, no, that sounds incredible. And I think that makes ServiceNow so special because I'm sure there are other industries out there that, at the end of the day, people think, well, I'm actually your competitor. Why
Mm.
would I help you? Like, why would I really want to give you a leg up? Do you find that that's not the case?
I think it depends. I think it depends on who you're dealing with, what business you're working with, and who um your community is. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've worked with you before, and you invite me to do this, and I'm like, yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to come and do this, and sort of speak to people and give my experience of service now. It may be
Yeah.
different to other people's, but again, this is my words, my experience. Yeah, and it just a lot of my stuff comes from the heart because I'm really passionate about what I do. Hence, I've got to where I've got to because I'm
Yeah.
passionate and I know that what I can do will make a difference to people and what they do within their work scenarios.
Okay, that's incredibly amazing. And obviously you touched upon passion then.
Mm,
Like for somebody that's perhaps starting out in the industry or getting into it, how important is it that they should be passionate about the platform?
absolutely, 100%. If they want to get to a role that I'm doing, you need to have the passion, you need to have the drive, you need to have the understanding of what ServiceNow can do and think outside the box. What can we do with this? How far can I push that envelope? And having the passion that, like I did, really, really from early on, was thinking, wow, this is such a great platform. It can go millions and millions and millions of miles and into the stratosphere, beyond the Milky Way, beyond the galaxy. You realize that, and then you can bring that passion into what you do. And for me, if you don't have that passion, like a lot of people that I know, probably not the right thing for you. You've got to have the passion to push this and wanting to do the best for who you work with and the people that you deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. And you know what? When you're passionate about something, you actually enjoy doing it. And when you enjoy doing something, you're going to do your best, right? So
Absolutely.
it kind of goes hand in hand. So no, that's incredible. And I think that kind of it says a lot about mindset when you talk about passion, right? So like talking about your own mindset, Simon, like what is it? Like what's your attitude and how has that been instrumental in your journey to the top?
Um, Personally, I want to enjoy my job and what I do. I
Mm,
want to enjoy doing what I do, and I love my job. I work with some great people. We're all got the same ethos that we want to do the best for ourselves, best for the practice that we're in, and best for the company that we're in. And I want my company to be number one. I want them to be number one, and I'm striving and building that and doing whatever I can to make us number one. You work with ServiceNow, you work with other people, you bring the right people in at the right time at the right place, and um, making us number one is my goal.
that's
Whether I can
amazing.
get there or not is a different question. That's a massively different question. What I mean? It's kind of like, am I going to win the lottery tonight? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But you've got to try and do your best for where you want to go to. And
Yeah.
that's my goal and my vision to be number one, but also to push myself. I'm in my 50s. Yeah, my sort of learning days have gone, as in like going to university. Yeah, I've got 3 degrees, I've been to university, etc. But I'm wanting to push myself to say, actually, I want to do this. I want to be a certified master architect. Yeah, I'm studying to do my certifications, etc., etc. But that what I'm doing is also bringing it, and it's helping to do what I need to do in work, because I can go, actually, I've learned about that. We've got a customer's question. We can do what they need to do, and
Yeah.
it's all about pushing the envelope, not for the business that I work for, but for your own envelope. What can you do?
Yeah.
How far can you go? How can you do this?
Mm.
That's where my big passion comes from, basically to try and be the best that I can be.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That's brilliant. And you touched upon the CMA program, right? So
Yeah.
is that something that you're doing or would love to
So,
do?
so basically, you need to be system admin qualified. You need to have CAD. You need to have ITSM and a couple of other CISs, and then you need to get accepted into the program. And obviously, there's a lot of people that want to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do my best to go. I've done all my qualifications. We accept me into the program. If they accept me into the program, absolutely fantastic. I think it's then like a year, 18 month, 2 year program. And then obviously you have to do like a capstone project, as they call it, right at the end, or a presentation. You get that, you get your CMA. But then
Yeah.
obviously you have to renew it, and there's certain conditions that you have to do to renew it. So it's all a goal for me. That's the big carrot that's dangling right at the end of sort of, I know I can
Yeah.
do this, but I need and I want to do it because it's going to help
Yeah.
the business I work for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's your kind of goal? What, like, once you've got it, like, what do you think it would help you? Like, what stepstones do you think it would kind of give you?
World your oyster. World your oyster. I don't know what the future holds. I love my job, what I'm doing, the way we're doing what we're doing, is really, really good.
Yeah.
And we're going the right way. We've got a lot of backing, and we're going in the right direction. What that holds for me when I get my CMA, I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be anything. Could be absolutely
Yeah.
anything. That's a goal I'll look at when I get there. I need to
Yeah.
get to that goal first. Once I've got to that goal, I can go, right. Okay, what can I do now? Should I run for president of the United States? Should I do this? Should I do that? You
Yeah.
don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
you tap the goals as they come through.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, look, there's not many CMAs in the world. I think the last time I saw the count, I think it was 236. So,
Yeah.
and that's globally. That's that's on a global scale. So it will be a fantastic achievement to be part of that alumni, I suppose.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amazing. And you know what? I think, I just love how ambitious you are. But I think, to obviously reach those goals, you have to be quite resilient, right? So, and I think that's quite essential in navigating the ups and downs,
Hmm.
particularly of a challenging industry, right? So, how have you built resilience, Simon? And what strategies do you employ to kind of bounce back from those setbacks that you would have had in life?
Every day's a school day. Every day is a school day. You learn different things every day. You think you could be a good communicator. Actually, I can do better. You think you can be a better presenter. Actually, you can do things better. And I think it's learning from the people around you and pick up a good stuff. Oh, that, that's really good that what Farah's done. I really like that. I'll reach out to her and ask her that question. She can then impart that knowledge into me, and the people that I work with, I take things from them. But I think on the resilience side is just focus on what you need to focus on. Yeah, if you want to be number one, it's within your power to do that. That's what you focus upon. If your power is, I want to be a certified system admin, you do that. Then what's your next step? Actually, I want to be a senior developer. That's my next step. Then I want to be a CTA. That's my next step. It's all about setting yourself goals. As Muhammad Ali once said, what keeps him going is goals. Yeah. Mike Tyson once said that if, for example, he's the world heavyweight champion and he finds out that somebody's running at 4 a.m., he'll get up at 2 a.m.
Right. Nice.
Because he wants to be the best. Yeah. He's sitting at the top of the tree, but he doesn't want somebody to knock him off the top of the tree. He wants to stop at the top. So you basically, it's getting those goals and say, right, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do the other. Once you've done one, then you set the other goal, then your next one after that, and just keep setting the goals and trying to achieve them. It might come to the point where you can only go so far and achieve those goals. Yeah, you can only go so far. And once you've got that, it's like, okay, what do I do next? Do you look in a different direction? Do you look in another direction? Or do you keep ploughing on? Hopefully that chance to do that dream job that you've got will give you the opportunity to do it.
All right, that sounds amazing. So look, like many leaders, face moments of doubt, or imposter syndrome, right? So how do you manage like self-doubt, and how have you overcome feelings of insecurity throughout your career?
I don't know everything. Never will do. I'm not an Archimedes. I'm not an all knowledge or font of all knowledge. Never will be.
Yeah.
If I'm ever in doubt, I will go to the people that I work with who are far more technical than what I am and say, need to ask this question. Am I right in what I'm saying? I've just been on a call with ServiceNow for something prior to this. And I was like, I'm right in what I'm saying. And they went, yeah, you are right in what you're saying. But that then builds up your knowledge. It then builds up your confidence, etc., etc. And on the self-care side, I go into my gym and literally just do the weights. It's my de-stress reliever. I've suffered with mental health in the past, and my mental health release is going into the gym. I have a mental health session every Thursday, which is run by Nottingham Forest Football Club. It's called Tricky to Talk, and we're all from different parts of the community, but we've all got one thing in common. So obviously, we support Forest, and we have a tight knit group. We have a good WhatsApp group, and we talk about different things. And because they're from different walks of life, and I'm from different walks of life, we just help each other to get through those moments. So if I'm struggling mentally with things, I talk to my friends, or I'll go into the gym, think, okay, how can I do this? Can I do this better? Is this right? Is this wrong? And you kind of work it, because the job that I do is very, very stressful. I'm not going to lie. It's really stressful, really, really stressful. It's hard and it's tiring, but the end goal is making us that number one. That's the end goal. But you need to manage your own stress, your own burnout. And it's a case of, I need a now. I need to go walk. I need to go clear my head, or whatever it may be. And once that's done, you come back refreshed. So it's kind of you need to manage your own self-being, self-worth, and make sure that once you understand that, it's fine. But then also going back to asking for help. I'm never one to be afraid asking for help. Yeah, there's always somebody with a bit more knowledge that can help you to get where you need to get to. But knowledge in a specific area that you might not know, that they will. As I said, nobody knows everything about ServiceNow. It's impossible. The platform's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the right people who've got the experience and their SMEs in that area and say, actually, I want to know about performance analytics, for example, and I need to look at this. How would I do it? And you go, oh, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that. Perfect. That's what I need to do. I can then impart that knowledge onto other people and do it that way.
Yeah, I love that. I love that idea of like just surrounding yourself with people that, have got that knowledge base. And I think that goes back to what you were saying about LinkedIn, right? So even if you
Hmm.
don't personally know somebody, you can reach out to somebody and then they will be able to guide you or help you. And
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. At the end of the day, we're all adults. Yeah,
Mm,
we all want to pursue a career. We all want to get on. I would be surprised if there's nobody that wouldn't help you. ServiceNow is a small world, and your your personal brand will sing itself. I have a good personal brand with ServiceNow. They know my vision, what I want to do. They're all bought into it. They're all
yeah.
bought into it where I want to, how I want to work with them, how we move forward and doing what I'm doing. They're like, wow, okay, perfect. We'll work with, you know what I mean? They know the passion is there. They want that passion. It's like we can rely on these people. They're good at what they do. And yeah, it's just it's knowing the community themselves and who you can work with and who you need to go to.
That's and it's a really interesting point that you made up that you said, sorry, about personal brand,
Mm.
because people don't think that it's like, oh, who am I to have a personal brand? That's so like, what would you say to people? Like, even for like, for example, ServiceNow administrators, do you think that they should kind of be out there promoting themselves and
Absolutely, absolutely. I say to the team that we are one team. Yeah, we win together, we lose together. It's all about having your own brand. I can do this, I can do that, I can do the other. If you've got a brand that says I can develop CSM, I can develop FSM, I can do ESG, I know that your brand is in that area. I will come to you and say, right, Farah, brilliant, you can do this. I need you to do this for me. Brilliant. I love it. You're passionate about it. And again, it's that passion and brand. Yeah, my
mm,
passion is service now and basically making the world a better place for people. Yeah, for people to
yeah,
work in and um, how can you put it? Basically driving innovation by being authentic and inspirational. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But when you're doing that for businesses, but you remain connected and be distinctive with those customers, so they actually know that you're connected with them. You know what they're trying to achieve. You're bought into that ethos. They're bought into your ethos. You can be authentic with them, and you can be inspirational.
mm, I love that. I love that. And how would you suggest somebody builds that brand? Like, how do they tell people about what they do and what they can bring to the table?
LinkedIn,
Right.
qualifications, experience. I've worked in many companies where I've got experience. And to be honest, I've made mistakes. I'm not going to deny I've not made mistakes. Everybody does. You learn from them, and then you build your brand from that, and your brand will get known. If you're a contractor, and you've done contracts, people will know your brand. You're building your LinkedIn profile. You build your CV that does what you need to do. Yeah, you build your brand. Your brand is your CV. Your brand is your LinkedIn. If you can sing that and say, "This is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I'm passionate about. This is where I want to be," people look at it and go, "Oh wow, Farah's brilliant. She's really really good. She's passionate about what she wants to do, where she wants to go. Let's." Let's interview her. Let's see if we can get her on board with this because she's got that passion. And when I bring people on doing what we want to do, you look for that passion, you look for the skills, you look for that. I really want this, and have that polish, that grenadier guard shoe polish, where you can actually see your own face in
Yeah.
their in your shoes. And if you can do that, absolutely brilliant,
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
brilliant, and that's
amazing.
your brand. And that's what I try to build all the time, build my own brand.
Okay, that's what incredible advice, Simon. What would you suggest to people that are perhaps a bit shy, that they're not they're not confident to kind of put themselves out there, right? So what advice would you give to those guys?
That's a difficult one because I can be quite outgoing, but I can also be quite reserved. Obviously, doing this, I'm speaking to you as I would speak to a customer, as I would speak to anybody. When I'm with my friends, I can be quite outgoing, be a different person. I think I always got told a brilliant bit of advice is empty cans make the most noise, right? Basically, you continue to do your job and you're doing it well, and you're not going, I'm here, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. People that are just flying under the radar will get the opportunities to what they need to do. And again, it's about building your own brand. LinkedIn, CV, speaking to recruiters, putting your name out there with different people, commenting on things, going to your developer meetups, going to World Forum, going to Knowledge, going to speak to people. Hello, my name's Simon Wright. I work for etc. etc. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm looking to work with for. I'd like to get involved with you. So it's not a small world. Yeah, it really is a small world. Pretty much everybody knows everybody. You can say, oh, do you know this person? Yeah, I know them. Yeah, they're really, really good. Oh, they're looking to come on. Oh, brilliant. Okay, let's have a chat with them. Don't be afraid to sing your own brand. I know people are shy. Surprising or not, sometimes I'm actually quite shy. You may not think, but I actually quite am sometimes. Just try to get out of your comfort zone. Try and sing your song of who I am and what I can do. And
Yeah.
people but you need to do it in the right way. Yeah. You don't need a heavy metal bashing, Def Leppard kind of thing. Do it in a nice, soft way. But I say empty cans make the most noise. That was one of the best bit of advice that I've got. You just go, do what you need to do. People recognize it, says, yes, Sam's a really good guy. Farah's a really great person. Let's work with him.
Yeah, and that's amazing. And then also, it's great advice because also it's saying, look, just do your best because you will get seen, you will get recognized, and and it's like, it's like the references will be glowing, and and like you said, the community is quite small, so people talk, right? So they'll be like, oh, this person just solved the most trickiest like project and problem, and yeah, it kind of like works that way. So yeah, that's brilliant. So, and I mean, for me personally, I just love how ambitious you are. I think it's incredible. It's really entrepreneurial as well. But I know you, Simon, and you're very humble as well at the same time, right? So, how have you managed to stay grounded and maintain that humility, but still being so successful?
It's kind of you if you have a team mindset. I'm a very, very, very good people person. In my former years, I used to be a police officer, so I was really gregarious. I thought I was invincible. I thought I was Superman. When I got my body armor, I was like, you ain't gonna touch me. I'm Superman. Fire your bullets, and I'll just I'll get rid of them. But you come to learn you're in a different world. And I think it's more of a case of when you work with a team, it's collectively a team effort. Yeah. If somebody's done a really good job, you single that person out. Wow, you've done such a good job. Yeah. A, it builds confidence. Yeah. B, it's to I'm just trying to think of the word now. I lost my train of thought. A is to build confidence. B, it's to say, actually, you've done a good job. Yeah. Empty cans make the most noise. Again, if you're not singing about it, let somebody sing your praises, blow your trumpet for you. And it gives you that credence to go, you know what? My boss has recognized me. I've done a good job. Yeah. It's all about recognizing the team behind you that are actually doing the work. You're at the front of the arrow. You've got this massive team behind you. You need to recognize that team behind you. Don't take credit for something that's not yours. Yeah, if you've done something absolutely brilliant, yeah, credit that person. Credit that person. Yeah, if it's a team effort, the team effort will get the credit from people above where I am. Your team's done a good job. It's not me. It's the team. Yeah, your job isn't done until the job is done. That's the way I look at it. We are that one team. We work together. Yeah, I'm a practice lead. I haven't got a problem managing a project, being a BA, doing a bit of development, being there writing stories, getting my hands dirty. We're a team. If people see that, I want to work for this person because he's quite happy. Even though he might be wanting to sit at the top, I'm quite happy to come down all these levels to help the team to get where they need to go to. And that's the part of that team ethos. You've got to be part of a team to drive forward where you need to go, and they need to all be pointing in the same direction. And the team that we've got at the minute is buying into that mission statement, that ethos of we're all one team, we're going together, we're making things better for everybody, absolutely everybody, all the time.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I think as a boss as well, it's like, for anybody that wants to join your practice, I think it's incredible because it means that you are really supportive and, as a team, and I've been a team member, and when you have your immediate boss say, wow, that was a great job, well done, it means a lot. Like, it really does mean
Absolutely.
so much to hear those words. And it's like, it's almost sometimes like, that's kind of like what I was like aiming for, it's like to make someone proud. And I think that's
Absolutely.
great that you
You've got
recognize
to
that.
sing people's praises, because what you don't want is a lot of energy takers. Yeah, I'm a big energy giver to people. Wow, you've done such a good job. You know what I mean? Really good. This is where we need you to go to. You've got your career path. I'll help you along the way. I'll do whatever you need to do. You need those energy. You need those. You need to give the energy out, and people will understand the energy that you're giving, and they'll go, "Wow!" As you said, we know where we need to go. Yeah, you're pushing us in the right direction of how we want to go, but you're actually thinking of me as well as a person. This is where you want to go. This is where I want to go. Can you help me to get there? Of course I'm going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be around forever. Yeah. I'd love to be around forever, but I'm never going to be around forever. Never, not a chance. But you've got those people who say, you know what I mean? This person's really good. Yeah. You've got your succession planning. These people are going to do this. These people are going to do that.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do, and this is how we need to do it. And then people actually understand, I have got a future here. He is interested in where I want to go. He is supportive of me doing my qualifications. He's supportive of me of pushing my envelope, my personal brand, keep going that personal brand and everything, of what I want to do as a person. Yeah. And that's the kind of thing. It's not being humble, it's just recognizing people's success. Farrell, you've done an absolutely superb job. It's really, really good. You deserve to have your name shouted out in front of the appropriate people because you've done such a good job. It's a team effort. It's not one person that makes a success. Sometimes it is, but mostly it's the team that does it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And obviously, you've picked up some really great traits on how to manage a team and motivate them. Would you say that you've in your past had really good mentors that you've learnt from?
Yes. I've been places where it's like it wasn't for me. And again, I'm not going to mention them, but it's just like this isn't for me. And there's been places where it's like, wow, this is such a good ethos, and it's such a good family ethos. The way we work is we're, as I said, we're one team. We work together to achieve the success that we know we can achieve as a team. Yeah, it's that family ethos. I've been in places where I'm not technical. I'm not a techie. I'm not a techie. But when I've worked with people before and they've got their head into something and it's like, I can't get it to work. Let me look at it as an independent person. And I've gone, oh, is that right there? Does that mean the same thing there? Does that right? Oh yeah, you know what I mean? It's that kind of, it's that all working together. Yeah, and sometimes it's hard to describe, but you pick up the traits from good people and the people you want to work with, and it's you pick up the good traits of people and go, you know what, that person was a really good boss. They're humble, they're kind, they're grounded. They actually think of you as a person, not of you as a number. You know what I mean? It's all about nowadays, you're not just a number, you are a person, and you need to look after those people, and those people will look after you. As long as you put the time and investment and say, look, Farah, how you doing? How's things with you? How you getting on with your studies? How's work? Any problems? Yeah, I've got this problem. Okay, how can I help you to do this? How can I help you to make it better? they realise that you're fostering their career to where you get them to need to go. That's the kind of ethos we have where we work, and it's a good ethos, and everybody's bought into it. And we have such a good team where we all work together. Yeah, we have crosswords at different people. People are like, really, is this the right thing to do?
Mm.
Trust the process. Yeah, if you trust the process, we do things in the right way and at the right time with the right people, we'll always get to be number one, and we'll always get to be where we need to get to go to. It's
Mm.
all about timing the right people in the right place.
Absolutely, I totally agree, and I love it because you have this like goal and vision to be number one, but it's like the team have that same vision, right? It's like surround yourself with the right people who have that same goal, and then of course, you'll achieve it, or
Exactly.
hope to achieve it. Yeah,
Exactly. I always say that perfect results count, not a perfect process.
yeah.
The
No, that's
process could be,
amazing.
oh my God, I've got all these things coming across here. It's the result that counts at the end of the day to the customer. You can work on the process in the background to make sure that process is better for next time when you do it. It goes a lot smoother and the results are better. Yeah, it's understanding the whole scenario and making things work.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, look, Simon, final question. If you
Mhm.
could go back in a time machine, let's pretend we're back to the future, okay? And you could talk to your 21-year-old self, what advice would you give him? And this could be totally non-work related.
What advice would I give myself? Um, that's a really tough one because yeah, I've had some tough times in my life. Um, I, I would probably say try harder at school. I tried really hard, but I let it go for a little couple of years in school, and I wish I'd have tried harder because I'd have been further than where I am now. Um, Understand the world around you is a big one because if you know what's coming down the line or you've got sight of it, you can have an effect on it. Yeah, and again, just give credit where credit's due. If
Mm,
people have done a good job, tell them. Yeah, it's people cry out for it and they don't get it. People cry out for it and they don't get it. And if you're in a position that I am, make sure that the team comes first. Yeah, yeah. Of course, I mean, I've got a good job, but the team comes first, not your own personal gain. Yeah, because if you put the team first, the personal gain for you will then also come with the team. Yeah, it's not. It's the biggest thing, and when you get like I'm in my 50s, I mean, I've made yeah, I am. I mean, I'm into my 50s, and I am getting old. You can quite clearly see all the wrinkles around here. But it's kind of you basically um, just think of the team around you and how you can help other people. Because at the end of the day, once people see that you built your own brand, people know who you are, people know how you operate, people will want to work with you. You will then become a better person. You'll then get to the jobs that you need to get to. You'll then do the things that you want to do too. This is what I say to my own people, my own sons. As long as you're polite, you do the right things, you listen to advice from people that's been there, seen there, and done the t-shirt, which I have. Um, you're going to be you're going to get a better start in life. I wish I'd listened to my dad more. I was like, yeah, he don't know nothing. He knows nothing. He's like, yeah, he's an old bloke. He's got no hair. He doesn't know anything. He's this. He's that. Drives a shit car. He does this. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. I want my nice flash car. I want this and that. I wish I'd have listened more. I wish I'd
yeah.
have listened more. And this is what I try to say to my three boys actually. Just I'm trying to give you the benefit of my experience. If you do it, just listen to dad. Yeah, dad's really, really grounded, and I'm just, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And my two big ones are getting there at the minute, and they're listening to that. It's like, yeah, dad, you are talking a lot of sense. I say, yeah, I've been there, seen it, done it, mate. Yeah, we call each other bro. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
just listen to your old man. Listen to your old man, bro. It's like, come on, listen to me. But my advice is literally just try harder at school. And if you're in the ServiceNow world, my advice would be build your brand, get your LinkedIn up, get your communities, um, understand the people you want to work for, join a company with a great ethos. Because once that ethos is there, you'll never want to leave, because you want to build that family trait. And I've always said to people I work with, you've got my works number, you've got my personal number. Yeah, the door is always open. Just because I sit at the point of the triangle doesn't mean I can't come all the way down to work with you guys. Yeah, it means nothing. Yeah, the door is always open. I'm always open for advice, open for anything you want to be. Yeah, and if you want career advice, right, where are you now? Where do you want to go to? Right, this is where I think you need to go to. This is what you need to do and how you need to learn things. And it's fine. And the guys that I work with have done it. Oh, I need a bit of advice on this. What do you think? Right, where do you want to go? We have defining career learning paths that people will, to get to a certain level, they need to do this and show this, etc., over a number of times. And when they were asked for that advice, yeah, let's put 10 minutes in the diary. Let's have a chat, half an hour. No problem. I'd rather make time for the people and give them the time. They're going to appreciate it, and they're going to get. I'm going to get out of them what I need out of them at the time. Yeah. So it's again try and stay humble. So if Farah's done a great job, well done, Farah. High five. You know what I mean? Really, really good job. Buy him a box of chocolates. Buy him some Krispy Kremes or something. You know what I mean? People love it. We've completed a project that says, guys, the Krispy Kremes are on me. I bought in 3 boxes of Krispy Kremes, and they went in about 20 minutes.
I can imagine.
It's like, right, boss of bought Krispy Kremes. You know what I mean? It's just like, guys, a few beers. Well done. You know what I mean? You've done a really, really good job. This is the feedback I've had from people above me. You've done the right thing. You've got the perfect result. The process wasn't right. We work on that. We get the result right all the time.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. So, look, that's fantastic advice, and a huge thank you, Simon, for coming on and sharing with us your journey, and it's really inspirational. So, a big thank you.
Oh, listen, you're more than welcome. If I can help anybody, all you got to do is reach out to me on LinkedIn. Following this, mention Farah's name, listen to the podcast. More than happy to help anybody. At the end of the day, it's you will get recognised more by helping people than just by saying, "Nah, sorry, I haven't got the time." I am busy. Literally, I am busy all day, every day. My job is just never end, but that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the busyness because I know the more busy I am, the better we are. Yeah. If I'm sitting there going, what can I do now? I've got no time. My diary's empty.
Yeah.
That worries me. I'd rather be over busy and then delegate your stuff out and say, can you help with this? Can you help with that? Because I'm snowed under.
Yeah.
Than not having nothing to do at all.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, yeah, huge thank you. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome anytime.